Hello everyone, welcome to another Grinder Gaming video. Today I'm going to show you how to put together a set of epic gear that's account bound, not character bound, so that you can share it with all the characters on your account. So if you have a lot of level 65s, you're probably sick of grinding gear out for them all. I know I was. So I finally decided to put together as many account bound pieces as I could and upgrade them. I'm going to log in and I'll show you what I have put together. Of course, anybody who's been playing this game for a while has consoles and ships that you've unlocked from the events as time has gone on. And the first thing you do when you make a new character is usually come into the reclaim rewards in here and reclaim anything that's worth getting out of here. Any of the ships that have consoles or traits that are good to use. Usually you reclaim those along with consoles and whatnot. Um, so I'll leave you to choose some of the stuff. I'll show you what I can help you with. Up in the top row here, you're going to have to kind of find stuff to pick and choose. There's a couple of mission rewards there and a couple of epic consoles I've unlocked on my account. I will mention this console right here. Hopefully everybody that's watching this video has this console. It came off the Mirror Gagarin from the event at the end of last year. Great ship, and it's a good console if you have a new character without access to something better, or you are a new player. 12.5% weapon damage to all energy weapons and 38 to all damage resistance is a nice console for any new character. So that one oftentimes gets slotted. Everything else besides those four in the top and that Mirror Gear console, all the rest of these consoles I purchased or upgraded, and they're all account bound, so I can trade all of those consoles to every character I move to. So if I make a new character and get it to level 60, right away I'm going to put all these items, like this guy that I'm playing right here. He's less than a month old, and he's got some pretty nice gear for a brand new character. So I'm going to show you how I got this stuff. Talk about those tactical consoles and some of the weapons here, okay? So if you're probably familiar with this console right here. This probably looks familiar. This comes from the mission signs and portents, and I used to farm a bunch of those for every single character, and then I got tired of doing that and finally figured out that I could get these account-bound tactical relays, upgrade them, and then have access to them on every single character, and it saved me a ton of farming. And the difference between those two, and if you look at the description, of course, you see that that one is account bound, and if you check the description on this one, you see that it's character bound. And the reason is because the character bound one came from a mission reward, and the account bound ones were crafted by myself. And they don't have to be crafted by you, although you can go into your R&D. Anybody, even though this guy's level 0, he can come in here and craft those consoles at Mark II, and you actually want them at a lower level. They're easier to get to epic level when you start upgrading them from a low level. But in any case, you can craft those, or you can go to the exchange and buy them. Somebody else, other people sell them on the exchange all the time, so you can either purchase them, craft them yourself, and upgrade them. And the long and the short of it, items that are crafted in that R&D school are account bound. So you can upgrade that. Same thing with this Phaser Omni Beam Array. I crafted that. You could craft it or purchase it, and it's going to be account bound. So those account bound items are really nice to upgrade and then have for all your characters. These tactical consoles, of course, I don't use them on my main character. You're going to have vulnerability locators and Lorcas in your tactical consoles most likely, but for all my newbie characters, instead of being stuck with all purple 30% phaser relays, you know, I made a set of these for virtually nothing, and upgraded them from Mark II relatively cheaply, and now every one of my characters that isn't my main character has access to that stuff. And then now I'll move on. So that's some of the crafted stuff. Any of that stuff from the R&D crafting system that you want to upgrade and share with the rest of your account, go ahead if you want to do engines, shield, whatever. There's other items that are better that I would probably go for, so I have not bothered. But the weapons, the getting the DPS is what really makes an alt character more fun for me. So having the relays for the damage and the weapons on the ship really helps out. So that was the crafted stuff, and now I'll talk about some of the lockbox items. Now these phaser beam banks do come out of lockboxes. These ones I got from the event. They were gifted to us in the same event, I believe, that the Mirror Gagarin was given out. And they are the highest, if not, one of, if not the highest phaser dual beam bank in the game right now. So it's really nice that they gifted those to us. And they are account bound. So if you upgrade those, you can share them with all your characters and have one of the best the second you hit level 60 with any new character. You can have some of the best epic phasers on them the second you log in, just by trading them off of your other character. Then these ones come out of the lockbox as well. Any of the linked weapons from the Infinity lockboxes are account bound, so you can upgrade those and trade those as well if you prefer them. They do look really cool. They're more kind of like a Star Wars fast small laser beam compared to the traditional Star Trek lasers. They do look pretty cool. I haven't run these ones a lot, but they are also account bound. The 32nd Century refit phasers, and then another set of linked phasers. These are the targeting ones, and these are the sensor linked ones. There's various varieties of those linked cannons, beams, arrays, etc. You can find all those on the exchange, and they are account bound. So depending on what pew pew you like the look of, I would highly recommend putting together a set if you're running a lot of different alts for farming. So that almost covers it for the ship stuff. I forgot about the Hall image refractors. Now, if you search for epic consoles on the exchange, you can find all kinds of different consoles that come out of lockboxes and whatnot, and a lot of them are bound to character, so just be careful when you're picking and choosing stuff. Same thing goes for these relays. If you're going to go upgrade them, just double check before you upgrade it that it's a bound to account item and not a bound to character item, or you'll be upset when you can't trade it after. But these Hall image refractors, this is a console that you can find on the exchange under the epic consoles. And it is a great console to share with all your characters because it gives plus 20% all damage, so just about any character can make use of that. It's a nice console for a new character, and of course the clicky is a nice get out of jail free card, cloaks you and heals you. So that plus whatever else you find on the exchange that's account bound that is going to work in synergy with your ship, throw it in your set, and then just share it with all your characters and save yourself the headache. I'm showing examples and kind of telling you guys where to find some of this stuff. I'm not showing you every single thing for the length of the video, but if you have suggestions of other epic consoles or other great account bound items that you like to use and share with all your characters, please share it with me in the comments down below. I would love to add more stuff to my cookie cutter build that I share with all my characters, and I'm sure everybody else would like to hear about it as well. So that's it for the space gear. I'm going to show you a few examples of some ground gear that you could get that's upgradable and shareable with your entire account as well. This Agony Phaser came from the same event that the Mirror Gagarin and the Agony Phaser beams came from. It's upgradable, it's bound to account. It's just an example of one free item. Of course, you can go to the exchange and search under weapons and just check for whatever ones are bound to account, and anything that you like. You know, whether it's a split beam rifle, I like dual pistols. I find they're pretty high damage usually. Grab it and upgrade it, share it with everybody. And there's just a shield and a piece of armor here that I actually had drop off some random enemies. So if you want some of that stuff, you know, fits your build, you can upgrade it and pass it along. As far as more lockbox stuff, the Borg and the Zatvash combat kits that I have here. The Borg one is it doesn't have as nice stats as that Zatvash one, but it makes those Borg combat structures every 7 kit modules you use, which is really nice because you know, if you're having a pretty big firefight, before long you've got Borg turrets everywhere shooting at what you're shooting at. And then this one came out of the Zatvash box, and I use it just because it has nice stats. It's nice to have something like this on a new character, but the proc on it is not nearly as much fun as it is on the Borg one. And then I also have some kit modules here to show you as well. These come out of the Borg lockbox. I'm a big fan of the Borg stuff, if you can't tell. They're fun to use. Visually, they're fun. They look cool, and some of them do really awesome damage. This orbital cutting beam is really fun. It looks like there's a cube or something in orbit firing an orbital cutting beam down at your targets for 25 seconds, so it can dish out a decent amount of damage and look awesome. And then the assimilate one is really fun to use. It's neat seeing all kinds of different aliens getting converted into Borg drones at your disposal. They'll attack anything that's around attacking you, and I think they might assimilate other enemies that you defeat around too. Because, you know, if you go start using this in the valley on Nimbus, you'll have a Zerg of Borg Gorn following you around. It's pretty hilarious, actually. And so a lot of those kit modules that come out of those lockboxes, like these ones are from the Borg lockbox, they are count bound, and you can trade them to your other characters. So, you know what, every time I level up a new character, you know, I might spend an evening farming with all this sweet kit on one of my characters, and then when I want to farm on somebody else, I'll swap it off to another character and have all this same awesome gear and be able to have more fun in the TFOs. They'll go quicker and smoother, but also they're just a lot more fun when you have some good gear to mess around with. So I'll just show you really quickly. On this account, I've purchased a few bank slots, and I can trade this stuff through my bank to my other characters. But if you don't have bank slots, I think they're giving us some bank slots free here shortly, and who knows, they might change this mailing system when they do that. But for now, if you don't have the bank slots, you can also mail any of this account bound gear. Just type in your own character handle, send that off. I'll log into another character really quickly here just to show you that I can take that stuff out and equip it. You know, they announced the double XP weekend for the console late last night, and I'm at max on my character slots now, so I'm actually going to grab some more character slots and go swap this gear over to some new characters and rip off a few new characters while this event is going on here. Some janky Wi-Fi today, a little bit laggy. There you can see in my bank, I can recover those items. Normally anything else that's bound to your character won't even display when you go to compose a mail message or when you're accessing your account bank. But with these account bound items, I can come over to this guy. There's the Hall refractors, boom. Same thing with all the rest of those items. Hopefully that helps some new players out, and if any of you are playing with a lot of alts like I am, it can save you a lot of time in farming. I am gonna go make some characters and start tearing off that XP event. I hope this helps some of you out. If it did, please like and or subscribe to the channel. And if you have any ideas for gear that I don't know about, I'd love to hear about. I'm sure everybody else will in the comments as well. Thanks for coming in, checking out the video, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next time.